Hi, you are welcome to GMats class. This is another question under logical reasoning. Now we have write the statement goals are invisible as implication using this sign of imply. Deduce whether negation of x and x imply negation of y is a tautology or contradiction, given that the truth values of x and y are respectively true and false. Now, before we continue with this question, if you have not subscribed to this page, ensure you subscribe now. Subscribe. Okay, now let's continue. Ghosts are invisible. That's the statement. Ghosts are invisible. So I will come by saying X is a ghost. Now this is a general statement that ghosts are invisible. Now a statement now comes, X is a ghost. What does it imply? It implies that we are making use of this symbol now. It implies that X is invisible. Hope you get that. Now, a general statement comes, ghosts are invisible. Now we now have X is a ghost. That's your antecedent. X is a ghost. So the consequence is X is invisible. X is what? Invisible. Why? Because ghosts are invisible. So that's the first part of the question. Now let's look at the second part of the question. Deduce whether the negation of x and x implies negation of y is a tautology or a contradiction. Alright, given that x and y are true and false. Now what we want to show now is we want to get the truth value of this proposition. So now let's write the proposition out. Negation of x and x implies negation of y. Alright, in the question we have been given that x is true, y is false. So x is true, y is false. So we just substitute inside this proposition. Negation of true, and true implies negation of false. Y is false. Okay, so we now have what's the negation of true? Negation of true is false. We have false and true implies negation of false is true. Okay, so we now have false and now true implies true is true. We have true. And then false and true, that gives us false. So you can see our result now is false. Therefore, we can conclude that the proposition, is what? A contradiction. Alright, I want to believe you know why it's contradiction. Now, when your result, your final result is false, then that means that the proposition is a contradiction. If it is true, it means that it is what? A tautology. So in another word, tautology is opposite of contradiction. So that is all about the question. I want to believe you have gained one or two things. Thank you.